okay, I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, good idea.
You touched on it a little bit with the players returning and sort of trying to find the new, and this continues to be, we've never done it before, and you ideally would want to be saying like, oh, we're going to peak at this time, but like that's not easy when you're talking about these different layers. How has it gone, and do you feel like even in this weird situation that they're where you want them to be?
Well, it's just a rhythm, right? Like, we know they're all individually fantastic players. Right. It's just finding a rhythm of them to play together.
Right.
And we just knew that we needed a little bit of time to adjust to that. But honestly, you know, when you guys interview me, why interview if I'm not going to be real with you? So we had 3 really bad practices this week. So I didn't know what to expect today. So today when we had pregame skate, I was like, you know what, we're not doing any systems. I don't want to get in my head if passes are off or the system's down, and I don't want to get in their head. So we just played fun games, Scarlet versus Gray, and we just battled and had a little bit of fun. And when we get in these positions and there's high stakes, we sometimes forget about that. I'm like, you know how to play. Now just go have fun and just enjoy each other and enjoy the game.
Is it kind of like you put in all the work so that you could be in a position to have fun now?
And you've been here before, so you'll act the way you know you should because you're elite. And I think that it was great to see some of our players that didn't go away to the Olympics step up. And I think, you know, it speaks volumes of our depth. I mean, while they were gone, we had 8 forwards and 5D, and I know there was a lot of haters out there thinking that we weren't going to win very much with them gone. So all we do is keep our nose down and grind and just show up and prove people wrong by our wins.
Coach, what's tomorrow's emphasis to prepare for Saturday?
I'm going to talk with my strength coach and our trainer to talk about recovery and see, does it make sense to even come to the rink? Do we want to play a little bit more fun hockey? I think, are you talking about for Saturday? Or just for the day off? For Saturday, yes. Same thing. Like, I'd like to see what our numbers were and our workload today and just see if we should have a day off. I'm going to go to my assistants too and get their feedback, but I think we usually practice, and we might just do that just to really get the lactic acid out of our legs and just have some fun. And it's a long day if you don't do anything, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously an opponent you guys are very familiar with, but it felt like you shut down their transition offense completely. Was that, I'm sure, a big focus of the game plan going in, and how'd you go about doing that?
And a big focus of ours, because I think that we have done a poor job as all year, I'd say, in the transition in the neutral zone with some bad blue line turnovers. So that's been a big focus of ours, because we're so fast and fit. That came fast and fit. We're not fat. Fast and fit, and we know that we're going to forecheck them and we're going to get all over them. So don't make those moves at the blue line. And so for us, I think when we have full steam, people are going to back out because of how quick we are. But that was a big thing, is moving the puck up and letting the puck work, and then zone entering, because we know they will back check hard, and trying to hit people late on the back check. So I thought that they really executed our game plan brilliantly. I was very, very proud of them. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Cloudy too just set a school record for us for the most shutouts in a season. And we've had really good goaltending, from All-Americans to Olympians who've won medals themselves. We saw how well Bramley played in the Olympics. I mean, and for Cloudy to be in that category, I think she's shining when we need her to. And you know, you can't win national championships without great goaltending.
Ohio State and Wisconsin, I think everyone pays a little bit more attention.
Mm-hmm.
Do you kind of hope that's the case, that this game brings people in, brings attention to it on Saturday? The wider hockey world sees what you guys both teams can do.
Well, I think like anyone that watched, like the 8 million or so that watched the Olympics, can see how the Buckeyes have representation along with the Badgers. And when we go head to head, and how many years has it been now? Like 5 that we've been going back and forth, throwing punches, or 4 throwing punches at each other. So I think that is expected now. It's hard to get there though. Like, people just think, oh, you know, they're 1 and 2, but it's hard to keep that title. And yeah, it's going to be a fun game for sure. I mean, this rink is beautiful. How great is this rink, though, eh? Love it. Boards are fast, though. Real fast. You didn't ask a question. Do you have a question?
Kind of akin to what you were just responding to, and I think it was something Jocelyn said about treating tomorrow like it is, or not tomorrow, Saturday,
Yeah, sure.
like it is one of the final games of the season. I'm wondering just year over year how you approach this event, knowing the level of competition, but knowing you got, hopefully, in your case, 2 more weeks left to go.
Yeah.
How do you balance that all coming into a weekend like this?
It's hard not to think of the future, but my job is to try to have them focus just on Saturday, right? Like that's it. We all know that we're both going to, the next stage, right? And so let's just focus on here and now. Let's try to get that conference championship back to Ohio State, and just focus right now. But it is a really good prep for whomever you have coming in, to play against, because it's most likely going to be an East Coast team, So I think that we do a really good job of being very respectful opponents to one another. When I first started at Ohio State, we didn't really have a rival, and I love that we created one, and we created one with one of the best in the country. So it's fun and it's been earned, but it's exciting for fans and for coaches and players. Of course, this is who you want to play against. This is why you lace them up. You want to be challenged. That's what makes you elite.
Any more? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
all.
Open up to questions for the students.
Yeah, just disappointing night. Not a lot of positives to take away. We got beat pretty bad tonight.
Questions for the student athletes? Yes. For either one of you, what did you feel like was missing from the team tonight, from the performance?
I mean, I think we just got to play a full 60 minutes. We had some good spurts, and it wasn't consistent enough, and maybe we just want to play the full game.
Bella, I guess, does this give a little more incentive, do you think, for the next week to, you've got a game next Saturday, I assume, to go through the week with a little more emphasis this week?
Yeah, obviously, gotta get back to work, back at home, and just try and reflect on the game we had and learn from it, and try and be more connected going into our next weekend.
A couple of the other coaches have talked about sort of just the ups and downs of having people coming and going and finding the different peaks, and do you guys feel like you've maybe had some struggle kind of putting everybody back together the last week?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's tough. You have your big players leave for a month, but yeah, just like I said, going back to work this next week, and we'll put it together. I'm confident that we'll find us like pre-Olympics, and we'll be back.
Is there something to like having this happen now, knowing that you still have a future promise? Like it's knowing that you're going to get to play next week. Like if you're going to stumble, it's not the worst time to do it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't want to. I mean, obviously, our goal was to win this game and to win the WCHA. But I mean, all we can do is look forward and just kind of bring it together to win a national championship.
Thank you, athletes.
Thank you.
missing most? What you needed to have that wasn't there tonight?
Compete. You know, Ohio State has a clear identity as to who they are, and if you don't match that, you have no chance. Discipline. Lack that. Lacked fight, like proper fight. There's a lot missing. I mean, if you're going to try and win a game against the number 2 team in the country and try and get to the WCHA championship, you need a whole lot more than that.
I know it's been a little up and down as you're closing the season here. It's what you just mentioned that was lacking tonight. Has that been a little bit of the same over the last few weeks, or something different?
It's a good question. You know, I told our team after the game, we need to find that team pre-Olympics. And we haven't really had it since our group has come back. Had it a little bit this last weekend when our backs were against the wall and whatnot, but you know, we need our leaders to lead well and to lead the way.
Can you clarify at all what the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty was? We didn't see anything.
No, it was verbal.
Being disappointed or being upset with them is not new, but sort of this trying to figure out how to make it come back together. This is part of the same conversation we've been having all year, which is you don't know, it's such a short time frame that you have to kind of figure this out. How do you, like, you can't force chemistry, so I was just curious what your thoughts are and what it's going to take to get back together to what you want to be.
Yeah, I mean, I believe we can. That's the first part. Certainly very upset right now and disappointed, but I still believe in our team and in our group because I've seen it, and they're awesome kids, and we gotta figure it out. But I mean, you're finally into the one and done scenarios, and so your season's on the line. So, been talking all year about going to the Frozen Four and winning a national championship and putting it together, and we have the opportunity to do that. But if we don't, then we're going to be packing our bags on Saturday next week.
I imagine you don't want to give them any excuse, but kind of like I asked your student athletes, like you've been in places where you had to win this tournament. You're lucky with your season that or you're not lucky, but you've put in the work to be where you are. That if they're going to make this stumble, it's better this week than next.
Well, yeah, obviously, but you know, this is what's fresh right now, and
yeah, for sure.
And so it's hard to think towards next week when
absolutely
when this just took place.
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.